Lee, disappointing result last weekend maybe, but how have the players reacted as you prepare for Sheffield Wednesday?
Well, they were good today. I gave them 3 days off, in all honesty, because having been there myself on a couple of occasions, I think sometimes the anxiety of the result can get in the way of the performance, and I think that's happened probably in a couple of the games previously. So I took the decision to get them away from football. Don't think about the ball, don't think about anything. Go in, not enjoy yourself, but rest up, if you like, with the family. And they done that. Come back today. Obviously difficult conditions, but we've trained on the pitch, and it's good. I just want to see that buzz to play. I just want to see that enthusiasm. If you're not fired with enthusiasm, you will be fired with enthusiasm.
Excellent. You watched some of the City lads in a behind closed doors game as well this week. You saw Gary Neal play 90 minutes, which is great, and Woodrow scoring again.
It was exactly the same, because we started off first half really with a lack of enthusiasm, and that's what disappointed me. Cheltenham was strong. They had 7 first team players playing, and they physically dominated our young lads. So at half time we went in and had a good discussion, honest discussion about, look, why are we here? What's our game? How do we want to play? Second half, absolutely magnificent they were. Absolutely terrorised a strong Cheltenham side and could have won by 5 or 6. So it's amazing, like the swing and the psychology change that can go on in football. And I think that all of us, fans included, myself, we've got to enjoy this. This is a tough league. We're in a good position, and we've got to play our football. I don't mind when we play our football, but I hate it when we don't play our football. And trust me, nobody tells the lads not to play football, but sometimes you can get caught up in that emotional fatigue, if you like.
Okay. Flinty has agreed a new deal, which you must be very pleased about.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. I went to the board, I felt it was the right thing to do a couple of months ago, and just say, look, obviously he's done very, very well. We have had an offer for him. I feel it's the right time to reward, and they were bang on and said, yeah, we completely agree. Let's see if we can get it done. Obviously, you're never sure what can happen in football, but it keeps him happy, if you like. The fact that we have had offers is the reason as well that you do it. And he's been an integral part. He's played very well this year. I think, again, his leadership qualities have improved. I think last couple of games maybe just slipped a little bit, but certainly the first 2/3 of the season outstanding on and off the pitch. And I think that's what he's got to continue to do, because his game is probably the most effective at what he does in the division. And now he needs to continue to try and add little bits, and we believe this is the right place for him to do it.
You quite rightly talk about those. He has been the focus of transfer gossip and offers. Are you hoping that will now put an end to all that talk?
Well, you hope so, naturally, with your selfish head on, but you're never sure. Of course, football, you know what I mean, with the windows, particularly next season, with the windows coming forward a little bit, it could, I don't know how that will actually pan out. It could provide more panic or less, I'm not so sure. But we're right, and to have Flinty in is good for us. I think that he's a real weapon, if you like, in his attacking play, and obviously the way he defends the box as well. And I think he's improved. I think he'll probably tell you in the last couple of years he's improved on the ball, he's improved his pass selection, and he just has to continue on that path, because it wasn't so long ago he was tarmacking the roads.
On to Sheffield Wednesday then this weekend. They've looked far from a side who have been pushing for the playoffs, as we've seen in recent seasons.
Well, in fairness, they've had a lot of injuries, haven't they? I mean, if you look at their injury list, similar to ours, you could build a very good side from their treatment room. And I think everybody probably understands that. It might have been a frustrating season for them, given the size of the club and given where they've been in previous seasons. But all teams get injuries, we've got them at the moment, and we've had them all year really, and we've had to deal with that, and we've dealt with that quite well. Maybe it's taken its toll a little bit in the last few weeks, but they can't use that as an excuse. We've got to use that to give opportunity to players that may not have played before. But now we've got players coming back from injury as well, and that can only be positive.
Yeah. And of course they held it to a 0-0 draw back at Hillsborough on the season. How do you see it going this time round?
It's been an interesting game. Obviously, new manager gone in, switch of formation to sort of 3 at the back or 5 at the back, however you want to look at it. Got some young players playing, like the boy Claire came in. I went to see them play when they had a very good result against Derby at home. Obviously, I watched the game on TV the other night against Swansea. So with a big club like that, it's undoubted that you get threats on the pitch. You know, they've got big resources, they pay very good wages, and it'd be a tough game for us. But it's what I want to see. I just want to see the buzz. I want to see the enthusiasm. I want to see us trying to get on the ball and to try and play. And listen, it might go wrong at times, but there's 2 levels of mistakes in my mind. There's a good mistake and a bad mistake. I think good mistake is trying to do the right things as per our game. Bad mistake is freezing and not playing with the correct intentions as to how I want us to play. Because inevitably, I believe in it, and if the players do it, I promise we'll get better. If they don't, they won't be here anyway. So it's like it's a catch-22. But I definitely believe that we've got this squad now, and with a fully fit squad, I think we've got all the options of the way we want to play, and we've got young players developing all the time.
Just finally, word on injuries. Famara Giju and Nathan Baker particularly, how do they look?
Well, Baker hasn't trained. He's had a scan. We'll have to see how he is. We'll probably give him a fitness test tomorrow, but I would rate that one at 50-50. Who's the other one?
Famara Giju.
Famara Giju's all right. He's all right. Sometimes the joint opens up in the games if he's been hit with a tackle or he's maybe hit a shot, and then it takes him sort of 10-15 minutes then to recover and sort of to warm it up. So if it happens early, it's not too bad. If it happens late, then it's a bit of a write-off. But you do get that. Anybody that's had injuries, medial knee ligaments or anything like that, in the cold, you know, it will stiffen up. And I think I've got to put a team out that's... we've got a few that have been carrying things recently, and I think that's just started in the Cardiff game. That was the first time I saw that started to show. And... going to make sure I pick a team like full of mobility.
Yeah. Els Pisano and Milan Djuric, I imagine this game will come too soon for them.
Well, Eros has been training now for a good 10 days. The frustrating thing is the blooming British weather at the moment, because we've tried to get Eros 2 under-23 games that have both been cancelled. We didn't play him against Cheltenham because it was on synthetic fibre, obviously AstroTurf, so we didn't feel that was right. We had a bit of a 11v11 today, and he came through that all right. Milan was back in training today, and so was Jens Hegler. So that's positive. There's only Matty Taylor and Callum O'Dowda left, if you like, over on the treatment table. And listen, they're not the peak of themselves at the moment, of course, first day training. But you never know. It could be coming on, scoring the winner in one of the last few games.
We look forward to that. Thank you, Lee. Good luck.
Thank you.